told, myself Sri Gopal, proudly mentored by Prashant and Kapila. Okay, so today's topic is, yes, immune. As we know, it is the need of the time and ever. Okay, not only today or tomorrow, right? So if we see in current pandemic conditions, okay, we've seen lot many things, right? We have gone through lot of preventive measures like washing hands frequently, wearing masks, okay, using sanitizers, maintaining social distance, all those things, right? But how sure we that by doing all these, the chances of getting infected is nil? Okay, let it be not nil, at least to the negligible. Not sure. It is just same that we have a dog in our premises, we have a security guard in the premises, okay, and we will keep our main door open forever. Does it happen? No. But we need to build a strongest possible immune system, right? If our immune system is strong, we are safe enough. Why? Because the current data available in the market, either by the government or any private agencies, okay, it's only showing the data of the symptomatic patients, right? The people who deliver symptoms, okay, and the people who come in their contact and got tested. But nobody has the data that how many people got exposed to the infection and they didn't reveal any type of symptoms because of their strong immune system. So it is always better to build a strong immune, right? So let me share the presentation so that it will be very easy for you to understand. Venkatesh, the screen is visible?
Not at Srigopal. It says like has started screen sharing, but not yet visible.
Just a minute. Now,
Yeah, you're good to go.
okay, right. So it is always, now I will tell you, it is in the slide mode, right? Okay. So what is immune and how can we build it strong, right? So as we all know, immune is nothing but it's our defense system. It's a different mechanism of our body, okay, which always keep us away from all the disorders, right? Any infection, any invader which comes from by any mean, this is the one which protect us. Okay, so what are those which are the invaders? Either bacteria or viruses. What is the difference between a bacteria and viruses? Or all the bacteria are bad? No, right? So there are very good bacteria in our body which are in working in symphony with our body, in synchronization with our body. If they are not there, we are dead. So we cannot avoid all the bacteria or kill all the bacteria by taking the things like antibiotics and all. It's very bad. But the only way we can protect is with following some good practices, right? And what about viruses? We know viruses are not the living beings. They are dead cells, right? Until and unless they get a human cell or a living cell, they are dead. Until and unless they get attached to a cell, living cell, they are dead. They are nothing. They are a RNA containing, a lipid wall containing a cell. That's all. It's a particle, as good as a particle. But what is next? The only way to build a strong supporting is a satisfactory supply. What our body needs, that we need to supply. So what does our body need? These are the things which our body needs. A freshly cooked organic nutritious food, and the gap created by the food what we eat or the quality of food which is available in the market, that we need to fulfill. A stress-free life, okay, a very good sound sleep, okay, or a superb continuous supply of a very good quality of water, okay, or a physical or mental exercise which is in routine, and not less than the ultimate happiness. Okay, let's discuss one by one. If we say freshly cooked organic nutritious food, so what does it mean? It's a well-balanced organic nutritious diet, right? It should contain vitamins, minerals, proteins, fiber, and the good fat. If we see a well-balanced diet, our body shows like this plate, right? Is this plate an enough one? By quality wise, it may look that yes, it's a very good balanced diet, okay? Or all these things, if it contains, it will say that yes, it is a very good one. But the quantity of body's need, can we meet? If we really want to meet the quantity, how much our body need, okay, then we need to eat like Bakasura. That is for sure. The WHO guideline itself says that we need to eat like hell. That is why I told the second thing as the gap which is filled by our food habits or the quality of food what we eat. Yes, certainly it will have the gap. You can never fulfill that gap if you are only depending on the food. The only way we can fulfill the gap is by consuming the organic plant-based supplements. Why organic and plant-based? No, right? The major reason is the organic means they are chemical free, okay, pesticide free, and plant based, they are not synthetic one, because our body is natural and it accepts the natural things in a better way, right? So that is why if the supplements are plant based, our body how much is need, it get absorbed and rest will be excreted. It will not have any side effect, neither it get accumulated. All those things can be taken care of. So what does body need? Okay, what are those supplements? One is Agnesia, okay, second vitamin C, third is vitamin D, fourth is Tulsi, okay, next is vitamin A or carotenoids, and fifth is omega 3, and the last but not the least is ashwagandha. So majorly today we discuss only about the supplements which support our immune system, okay, not the other one which take place. And how they will support, let's discuss. Agnesia, we know Agnesia is an age-old herb, okay, and it improves the quality and quantity of the immune cell, WBC, the T cells. We know there are two types of cells, B cells and T cells. So this is the one which improves the quality and quantity of T cells, right? This is used in many ways across the globe. So we need to consume this. The second one is vitamin C. So how vitamin C helps? As I told, there are two types of cells. One is B cell and another one is T cell. So B cells are the lymphatic cells. They are nothing but they work like the phagocytic system. In our immune, these are the first to respond to any invading, any attack from the outside. Okay, what they do? They engulf those things and throw them out. So vitamin C is the one, this strengthens our B cells, the phagocytic system of the immune. Okay, and the next is vitamin D. Till now we only told vitamin C and vitamin all other things. Vitamin D, which is not in picture. Actually, we see in Indians, most of the people are suffering from vitamin D deficiency because of current lifestyle. Our current food habit, our current lifestyle, which is always restricting in the ACs, the generation of vitamin D is very remote. Okay, why vitamin D? Vitamin D, it is the studies shows that the people with vitamin D deficiency are the major one with respiratory tract infections like asthma and all. So vitamin D is the one which itself gives as a receptor. Suppose if a bacteria comes, this attached to the cell wall of our cell. Okay. And if in sufficient quantity vitamin D is available, vitamin D itself get attached to the bacteria and it will be thrown out. Apart from this, vitamin D has lot many other benefits. Okay. So by this, it regulates our immune system. So to keep an healthy respiratory system or unhealthy total immune system, vitamin D is must. The next comes is Tulsi. We know till now that Tulsi is the best. Okay, so can I chew many Tulsi leaves per day? Sorry to say, because when we chew Tulsi, Tulsi releases mercury plus iron. Okay, these two combined together spoil our enamel, and by that our teeth become brownish or get discolorated. Okay, so that is why we suggest for Tulsi supplement, which is a very powerful antioxidant and it strengthens immune system. Not only that, Tulsi also reduce our stress. People who has got already the respiratory tract some challenges like asthmatic or other things, okay, they can go for respiratory health supplements, which is nothing but the Vasaka, Muleti and Tulsi, Surasa, that is Tulsi combined together. Okay, so next is vitamin A. Why vitamin A? So vitamin A in market available is as retinol palmitate. Okay. So if we take directly, since vitamin A is fat soluble, it start getting accumulated if it is not getting consumed. So the multi-carotene, the carotenoids available as a supplement, they are the good one. Our body can convert it to vitamin A how much it is needed. And why vitamin A? This is the one which supports synthesis of healthy mucous membrane. Our respiratory tract and digestive system both are completely coated with mucous membrane. Until unless our mucous membrane is healthy, we never get infected through anything. Any invader through our respiratory tract or through our mouth or digestive system, they get attached to our mucous system and they doesn't come in contact with our cell. And mucous system will ensure that it will be thrown out. When you drink water or buy anything, it will be thrown out. So vitamin A maintains a very good, apart from that, it has got lot many benefits. We know it is good for vision health and all other things, right? But here vitamin A act very good to maintain our mucous system to throw out the invaders. Next is omega-3. Why omega-3? We know omega-3 is a powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory agent too. Apart from its known benefits, more than 60 known benefits are there. It is a powerful anti-inflammatory agent. When our body has got some inflammations, what happens? Entire our body focus or energy get diverted to avoid that inflammation or repair that inflammation or heal that inflammation. Okay. And during that time, if any invading happens or any infection happens, the energy is not sufficient, the immune system will not be sufficient. So omega-3 is the one good one which heals that. Okay, that complete recovery will be taken care and our immune system will work as per the requirement. Why can't we go for the vegetarian source like flax seeds and chia seeds? As we know, they contains only ALA, that is alpha linoleic acid. That is not omega-3. Alpha linoleic acid will get converted into omega-3, but how much it get converted and all is another factor. Maximum it can convert to 8 to 9%. So taking a very good ready omega-3 supplement is one of the next requirement. And the next is ashwagandha. It's not why last. Okay, we know ashwagandha is a very good herb. Okay, it reduces cortisol, and stress being the major reason for immune deficiency or immune lowering. As it is said that a 1 minute of anger kills our immune by 5 hours. So if we keep calm, stress free, without anxiety, we can manage a very good immune, right? So that is why ashwagandha is very good to control our anger, avoid depression, all those things. So this is why I usually suggest these many supplements for a better immune health. Yes, based on our other requirement, our body needs, we can change, right? The next one reason what body need is a stress-free lifestyle. Okay, why stress-free life? We already seen what stress does to our body, right? So we need to manage the stress. We cannot avoid the stress. No one can avoid the stress to the zero. The only way is we have to manage. It's like just touch and go. As soon as I know stress, I can change my mindset. I can improve my thought process. Okay. And along with that, these supplements like ashwagandha and tulsi, these also will help in a stress-free life. The next one is satisfactory sound sleep. We always heard that sleep like a baby, right? So body heals in the night. We know in the daytime, our entire energy is diverting towards our conscious decisions and conscious metabolic activities. But in the night, the entire focus is on the subconscious metabolic activities and all healing activities. Okay. So to strengthen our immune system, it is better to have a sound sleep. And the best one is the water. People don't understand the need of water. Okay. We know as we age, our body water comes down percentage, the organic water content, but it never goes below 50%. Even old age, it will be 50%. But in adults and kids, it's always about 60%. Our brain has got water, our kidneys need water, our lungs need water. Water is very important. Either it is to circulate the nutrients throughout the body or to excrete the toxins out of the body. Water is must, right? So have a very good quality of water in sufficient manner to have a very good immune system. And the next one is the regular physical and mental exercise. Only physical exercise or only mental exercise? No, both. It should be balanced, right? Why exercise? They release the feel good hormones like dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. Okay, these are the hormones which always support in body healing, and these will the one which reduces the suppression stress and increase the happiness in our life. Okay, so the last but not, since these happiness is must, okay, when our body is happy, the inbuilt healing power always act towards healing. That is why a laughter a day always keep you healthy. Okay, so this is the 7 things which I always suggest for having a healthy immune system. So thank you. With this, I'm done. Back to host.
Wow, that's an awesome Sri Gopal.